YouTube? It's your boy YvngAjay back with another banger, man. It's on the screen by today's title, man. Y'all have been requesting this video since I probably started, you feel me, doing UK videos, man. So look, I got the I got my boys with me here today, man. I got my nigga T, my nigga Eric, aka PG Dragon, man, and my nigga Cooper, man. So look, and you like seeing stuff like this, you feel me? I already told him it's not gonna be like no graphic shit, but we gonna see what really happened in the UK with this. Feel me? Because that's what y'all was saying. But look, before we get started, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, man. You already know the deal.
Two men have been stabbed to death in two separate attacks in Kentish Town in North London last night. The body of the first victim, believed to be in his late teens, was found a couple of hours before police discovered the second victim, who's thought to be in his 20s.
Camden, the heart of fashion and culture in London, with some of the most expensive house prices and biggest tourist attractions in England. And from the outside in, it looks like the perfect place to live. But that's what the government want to show you. Once we go deeper into the lower income estates of the borough, we start to see a different story. A story of the country's most deprived estates in London being separated from roads of millionaires literally by one street, and how these estates have created a deadly gang which has taken over the borough in recent years. But before I get into the video, be sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. Let's get into the video.
What?
Let's see, man. Let's see what really happened.
Oh, I can't wait.
So Camden is a borough in northwest London and is very, very close to the centre of London. But despite the area being so close to the rich centre of the capital, in the last few years the war in the area has been going brazy. So historically, unlike neighbouring areas like Islington and Brent, Camden's beef situation hasn't been as active as others. But this all changed around 2016 when a man from Camden called Merce had his watch stolen from another man from another area in Camden. After this, there was some back and forth, which resulted in a big rivalry in the borough, literally between groups of kids that grew up together. One side being gangs built up from a few estates in Camden, which were the Peckwater gang from the Peckwater estate, the QC gang, which were from a road in Camden called Queen's Crescent, and Cumbo, which is a gang made up from an estate called Regent's Park in Cumberland Market. They linked up together and called themselves 51st, due to their postcodes being in NW1 and NW5, which is where the 5 and the 1 come from. And from the other side of the feud, we have a gang called Active Gang, where some people may know from their songs, and they're from the Eagle Grove estate in Camden. And Active Gang are affiliated with another gang called CT1 and NRB, which they all linked up and called themselves 71st. And just like that, the war was now on between 51st and 71st over this watch being stolen. So Camden is actually home to a big Somalian community, with a big portion of them residing in Eagle Grove, which is the territory of the 71st gang. Such a big community that the majority of 71st members are actually Somalian. And if you watch one of my previous videos on Mali Strip, Somalian people are people you don't want to be messing with, which you'll understand more in this video. And this beef was on go from early. In 2017, two members of the AG gang, which represent 71st, executed a triple shooting on 3 51st members. Two of the members ran to a nearby hospital, but while hospital staff was treating the two members, they also called police to the hospital to investigate the situation. Once the two realised the police was called, they didn't even care about their treatment anymore, and attempted to run out of the hospital while still having bullet wounds lodged in them. But the police ended up detaining them and arresting them after a struggle between the both. The reason they wanted to run was because all three members are actually wanted for suspicion of grievous bodily harm, which all three were eventually arrested for. Now, of course, 51st weren't happy about this triple shooting, and they were trying to get it back in blood. So they went lurking on the Eagle Grove estate and shot a rival in the face with a shotgun. The rival actually managed to survive and make his own way back to the hospital. But this beef really kicked off in the situation.
Get murked, bitch!
Bro, shit.
You get murked headshot too.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Wasn't even linked.
With a shotty though.
Damn. Get murked, bitch.
Linked to both of the gangs. So in February 2017, a 16-year-old girl had an Airbnb party in Kensington, West London. You know those type of parties where a girl invites 7 different types of gangs and asks people to leave their beef at home? Yeah.
Y'all some rats. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all some rats. Y'all some
That's
typos.
That's who be setting it up, bro. That's who be setting it up. That's why I don't really fuck with parties, bro. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
will never catch me at a party because that's his family.
Especially out here, nigga. I mean, niggas go to parties out here, but like, I don't know, bro. You fuck with parties?
When do I ever go up?
Man, you fuck with parties?
I don't care. Just
Y'all
take
bring-
me to a
y'all
party.
bring-
But no, I am not the target.
Groups of different type of niggas and think that shit's sweet. Like,
Yeah.
just the best with one girl.
Wait. Trick question. Quick question. Have anyone ever been invited to a gang? Real talk.
To a gang?
Yeah, to an actual gang.
Like,
I don't
to
think
gang, gang.
To an actual gang.
Yes, sir.
You're lying.
I believe him. I forgot. I don't do none of that street activity stuff.
Right. We
It's
don't do
time to
none of
close.
that.
One of these people being a boy from 51st called Dotty and his friend. He pulled up to the party with a gun and knife looking for trouble. But the night turned left for Dotty and his friend and ended up with Dotty being chased down by 20 young boys. And when the boys caught up to him, they stabbed him 13 times altogether. Which actually resulted in Dotty dying, which 4 16-year-old boys from Hackney and Tottenham were sentenced and convicted for. So 51st were mad about the situation, obviously, that their member Dotty was just stabbed to death. So they were out trying to get revenge. So they went out for revenge in a stolen BMW and travelled all the way from Camden, northwest London, to Hackney in East London, and then to Tottenham in North London, because that's where the people who killed Dotty were from. But they ended up finding no one from both areas. But they weren't trying to go home without spilling some blood first. So 51st went all the way back to Camden to look for 71st members, and found an affiliate member of 71st called AK and killed him. But they weren't done there. They were riding for a whole another 2 hours looking for more 71st members.
They was
and
going
found a
out,
71st member called Mitch's little brother. Mitch's little brother attempted to run into a cab and begged the driver to drive him to safety, but the driver refused to move, and he was dragged out the cab and stabbed to death by 51st members. All within 2 hours of their first murder they committed that night, and 6 members were sentenced to life for these murders. Then on September 4th, 2017, a member from 51st called Flips and the older brother of the second boy who died that night called Mitch bumped into each other on Hampstead Road in Camden and started getting into a little altercation, which ended with Flips stabbing Mitch in his arm, neck and back, leaving the knife lodged into Mitch's bones and murdering him. An undercover policeman just happened to witness this whole situation and ran down Flips and arrested him. And now Flips is serving 17 years to life for this murder. After this, the beef in Camden went under some serious investigation by police, and members from all sides started to get taken down for conspiracies, firearms and drug charges. And the beef started to die down a bit. But then 2019 hit, and quite a lot of the members that were locked up started to come out. And taking in consideration that 51st members, just before everyone started going to prison, had killed 3 71st members. 71st members started coming out of prison on some demon time, and were most definitely looking for revenge with no warnings. The first signs that 71st was really back was on a cold Tuesday in February. 1 AM in the morning, a 51st member called G Squeeze was walking past the Sainsbury's in Camden when a 4x4 crashed into him, and several 71st members jumped out on him like a pack of wolves, stabbing him repeatedly.
That's the thing, bro.
He got ran over in a car and got stabbed in his head.
Oh my God.
Bro, that's ugly.
See, look, bro. If we walking, you ain't gonna see that shit coming. Niggas coming out of vehicles, they ain't even gotta walk past you.
He got ran over though.
You gotta see them niggas coming. See, y'all niggas slow. Y'all
I wonder.
He seen it.
See, you ain't look both ways before you cross the street.
My thing is,
that's
from
the
behind.
reason.
My thing is, was he unconscious? If he was unconscious, I would be happy if I'll be unconscious while you're killing me. So I don't have to feel no pain while I'm dead.
I don't know.
If that
bro.
made
I know-
any sense.
I know he felt, at first he felt that motherfucking car.
Yeah, that car.
That car took him out for sure.
Bro.
I would have been so happy if he got me out.
But that wasn't enough for 71st members.
Nah.
They wanted someone
Alright,
dead for their friends. So on April 1st, 2019, a suspected member of 51st called C. Miz and his cousin were walking down Grafton Road in Gospel Oak, Camden, when 4 71st members jumped out a stolen black car and started chasing them. C. Miz and his cousin split up, but unfortunately the men who jumped out the car
What the
locked
fuck was
onto
he
C.
holding,
Miz,
paper
and
towel?
C. Miz ended up dropping to the ground when the 71st members started to stab him repeatedly with machetes and then run from the scene. After this murder, 71st members made a song called
That's
Congo.
what?
They walking niggas down with machetes.
Man, bro.
Right.
Like,
Right,
nigga,
speaking of that, I see what weapons y'all be walking around with.
Like, y'all niggas lethal.
do y'all, hey, do y'all
this
like,
long.
like, yeah, if y'all got the long bitches, do y'all carry it in like a motherfucking, like,
Jogging pants or some shit.
no, like,
Bro, it's like a clip they
Like
got,
a-
bro, and then it's like something
yeah,
like,
like
a
you
holster,
put it
like,
in, yeah, a holster, yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Why the
Holster
fuck
versus
can't y'all
knife
just
holster.
carry swords?
Or do they?
How
they
about
have
that?
them, like,
How about just actually
That's
carrying a
basic.
goddamn
that's basically
katana?
what they carrying, my
That's
nigga.
basic.
The
Why don't y'all
machetes.
do that?
The machetes, bro, bro.
Man, fuck
Hey,
machete.
if y'all
It's
looking at
about
this
the
video right
katanas.
now, his Instagram gonna be in the description. Please send him, especially him right here. Send him the shit y'all be, you feel me? And that the
Please.
CCTV y'all be telling me react to and stuff, where they be stabbing niggas. Send it to that nigga. I don't know why this nigga likes seeing that shit, bro.
Please don't
Hey.
do that. I'm a business
sound like
company
some
kind of
weird
thing. I'm not
shit.
supposed
Bro,
to be
his
doing
niggas
that.
like that. Come on,
The
man.
reason why they called it Congo is because C-Miz was actually a refugee from Congo after him and his family fled the war from over there. And members repeatedly in their songs say that they get their weed from Congo, not Cali. Pretty much just trying to say that they're smoking on C-Miz. And as I said before, the majority of these 71st members are Somalian. So after all this, there was news going about in Camden that 51st members were out on the lurk, and any Somali they see they kill them.
Heard some really strong intelligence that there is going to be revenge for Calvin's killing, and his friends have literally said they are going to go out and kill any Somali in retaliation. So I just want to make that really clear. This is from a young Somali woman in Camden.
You telling where the hell you are? You wanna die.
Basically, we strongly suspect they're going to go out tonight and kill a Somali.
Which is probably a bit of a stretch.
It's saying, hello, this is my address. Go here.
Which is basically the Somalian word for West African people. Because you have to remember, despite Somalians being dark-skinned and African, a lot of Somalians don't really see themselves the same as other black people. So this was kind of turned into a race war between Somalian and black people in Camden, which is just all wrong for so many reasons. But 71st weren't happy enough with the killing of C-Miz. They wanted to spill more blood. So August...
Oh, bro. Nigga, we talking about real shit, you talking about PlayStation, bro.
In a stolen Ford Fiesta and a stolen Seat. When they spotted 16-year-old culprit and other members coming out of a restaurant around 10:30 p.m. Culprit and other members ran to a nearby set of blocks near Houston Road. But 71st members found them later on that night, and 3 members jumped out and chased them down, catching up to the 16-year-old 51st member called Culprit. Culprit was running for his life and literally screaming for help, banging on neighbors' doors to let him in so he could escape his attackers. But when the 71st members caught up to him, 271st.
Well, I ain't hear because I said bro look like a New York.
It ain't funny, but it was funny with that.
What did he say?
He said, bro, I ain't gonna say it.
Bro, say it, bro.
They might thank me for that. They said, bro, running for his life, screaming like a little bitch.
Can I just say, if you're in a gang, how do you know exactly like who's your gang member if they're not like wearing like symbols or anything?
Because nigga,
how do you know?
Who the people you hang around, bro.
You hang around,
you know
bro.
who you beefing with. If that's the case, bro. You shouldn't be in
But
beef.
you might not know who your ops is. You feel me? Especially out here.
If you beefing with niggas, you better know who you beefing with because that's
especially out here, nigga. They got all masked, hoodied up. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like, bro.
The Detroit niggas flying the strikers. Better.
Has held him while
you know your
repeatedly pushed a 1 foot long zombie killer knife.
Damn!
Oh my god!
When the 71st member
Hey, we got some anime weapons up in here. Shit, they're ready to cut up.
Nigga, that
which is
go
what
through your
bystanders
shit.
said. And Culprit, he was just any normal kid from London. He was talented at football and even had trials for Southampton Football Club, but started getting involved in a local gang and brushed aside his football, and unfortunately became a victim of the streets. Now, as his back and forth normally go, 51st were now looking for revenge on their recent errors, and there were many stabbings across the map. And early on in September, there was a case of 3 killings in 5 days in Camden. One of these being a man from a completely different area all the way in East London. But unfortunately, he was walking at the wrong place at the wrong time. So he was actually walking on Queen's Crescent Estate, which is a hotspot for 51st members, and was shot and killed in a drive-by, being mistaken for a 51st member. Just an hour before, another woman was stabbed to death just a few hundred yards from the situation. And 4 days later, a 71st member called Nuts was stabbed to death by a gang of 51st members with machetes outside one of the busiest areas in London.
I would
Camden,
fucking hate for people to think I am part of.
Like, how can you get caught like with a machete? Like, a nigga can't kill me with no machete, bro. You gotta be on your piece and kill you me with
bro. Like a lot of the stabbings that be happening though, it be more than one nigga, bro.
Imagine you
a group of niggas running with a machete to you. What is you doing? Your first instinct is to
you
run.
don't understand. People in UK is.
Bro, but I'm saying, a nigga masked up.
You ain't gonna necessarily
imagine if your face
see
out one day, you walk past a mask and he just go turn around.
Exactly.
How the fuck do you even see though?
You see how he is right now with that mask? He could be like that anywhere.
But like you just see how they said bro died with the machete. Niggas chasing you down with a machete. You're not about to kill me.
Imagine someone walking past you, he just turn around shaking.
Look, you get hit with that bitch once, your adrenaline might rush, but sooner or later, nigga, you might.
You bleeding now.
Yeah, you gonna slow down. They
Do that, bro, but they ain't gonna kill me like that. That's
but if they running up to you with the machete,
hey, I'm not gonna be out there walking at all, nigga. The fuck?
How do y'all mistaken
it happened all the time. It happened in
from
New York, bro. Remember that kid in New York who got stabbed to death? I even seen the blood and shit, bro. Mistaken identity, bro. That nigga went in the store. 5 niggas came out, long machetes and shit, just stabbing this nigga, bro. Like, bro, it can happen to anybody, bro.
Cause you could look like somebody
if
just
you see a
Exactly.
motherfucker with an Egyptian hoodie, all white and gold looking. No, I'm not in no gang.
Oh, bro. Oh my
No,
god.
into a
I am not in a gang.
He started jumping on the drill scene, calling himself the Camden Grim Reaper, and releasing some of the most disrespectful tunes towards his
Bro,
gang.
get shot.
So much
That's
that
what I
he
asked
takes out
him,
pretty much
yeah.
any song that the gang uploads, which really started to bring some attention to what's happening down there, and definitely got the attention of me, especially a song from Suspect called Dugout, which is probably one of the most disrespectful
Looks
songs
like Call
I've
of Duty
ever heard,
skins.
and really makes you see how tapped this whole beef is. In one of his lines, he says,
Same place we used to play runouts, it's the same place his chest got dug out. Same place I was telling you play out, it's the same place I'm telling you come out.
which really makes you think, damn, these guys were close friends at one time, and now they're trying to kill each other. All stemming from a little small altercation that happened a couple years back. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's video, and peace out.
I love
Hey, man.
Y'all aggressive.
Drop the little beef.
This is gonna
Make
So
it
look,
big
man,
one.
look. Hey, I fuck with this video. I appreciate y'all for telling me to react to this, man. Look, when we was at the end of the video, he said, just shoot him. Don't stab him, you feel me? And I even asked T that, so has your mind changed since? You know what you want to choose or what?
Shot.
Shot?
Bro,
Yeah, yeah. Would you rather get shot or stabbed, bro?
Hit me with the
Just shot or stab. Which one?
Hit me with the
I'ma hit him with the
You
fully.
about to stab me, I'm like,
I can't run for shit, so I guess shoot me. Fuck.
Yeah,
Thank
cause I ain't
you,
lying.
guys.
You gon' oh my god, you gon' feel them bitches, bro, and you gon' die slow.
Hit
It's
me with the
bad.
switch, hit me.